Your boy J4real and I'm here with OGG on XYZ. Yes, sir. Hey, what if he switched it around for the one time?
Why? Why?
How do you do a Y
Why?
like this?
Damn millennials.
Millennials. All right, man. Let's get on to this, though, man. We're going to start off with the NBA. And how are we going to start with the NBA? We got to start out with the Golden State Warriors. Come on, man. What did I tell you? Look, the Warriors went past the Clippers. Warriors went past the Clippers. The Warriors are going to go past the Suns. They gonna have OKC in the first round. They gonna whoop OKC's behind, bro. That shit's going to Game 7. It's going to Game 7.
Are they gonna put Draymond on Shea?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll lock him up just like he did Kawhi.
Porzingis versus Chet.
Oh, that's a good matchup. Porzingis will kill him. We all know Chet can't go up versus bigger guys.
So what's your prediction tomorrow night? Charlotte, Orlando.
I got Charlotte.
Up and comer versus the falling down.
I got Charlotte.
I got Charlotte. I got bad news for you in that second game, Golden State and Phoenix. Got bad news for you.
What's the bad news?
I got Golden State actually.
You got Golden
Trust Phoenix.
Trust
Phoenix.
They just beat the Clippers. You tell me that the Suns
I said I got Golden State. I said I don't trust Phoenix.
I know. I'm just saying, like, yeah, exactly.
That's bad news. You'd rather him get the lottery pick and get like a top 5 pick, top 4 pick.
Now, are we going for it all?
No, you ain't going nowhere.
We're going for it all.
Okay.
We are going for it all.
Knowing that, what did you think of the whole LaMelo Ball, Bam Adebayo thing?
I just feel
on
like
a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being dirty, super dirty, 1 being random. On a scale of 1 to 10, what was that play by LaMelo?
that play by LaMelo. Man, LaMelo, it was a dirty play. I'm gonna be honest. It was a dirty play, and it resulted in it wasn't like a terrible injury, but it resulted in a game altering. It was a game altering injury. You know what I'm saying?
But my point is, on a scale of 1 to 10, when people get all worked up over it,
it was like a 6.
Where is it in a scale of 1 to 10? Do you like
6?
6? See, I found it I guess that's my old head in me. To me, that was like a 3 or 4.
I'm only saying 6. I don't think it was bad. Like in a regular season game, it would be a 3. But I'm just thinking in like a play-in elimination game, their best player, it makes What I'm saying?
If it's a 3 in the regular season, it's a 1 in the playoffs, man. Because I don't give a damn how I win. Because if that altered Charlotte, and granted, neither of those teams are going anywhere.
It's not like either team is going to do anything. Yeah, sure. In fact, it kind of helped them. It probably helped Miami. They need it.
It was a little dirty, but it wasn't like he clotheslined somebody coming in, undercut somebody coming in. He grabbed his leg. He's thinking maybe I trip him. I'm pissed off. I got hit. I think I should have gotten a foul type thing. Whatever you're thinking. I guess because I grew up watching so much rough play. I'm not saying it wasn't a little bit of a cheap shot, but I don't think he was doing it to hurt him like that.
Yeah.
I've seen the same falls from Stephon Castle, and he's back up hooping. So Bam, your name is Bam. You should hit the floor, go Bam, and get back up. Be Bam Bam and get back up.
Be the Bam Adebayo that we all were.
I want to know why they didn't take him back in the locker room, shoot him up with the painkiller, and tell him to get his ass back out there.
Bam.
In the next round.
Yeah, that's true.
Painkiller.
You heard that about Luka. Luka's probably already gonna come back. He went overseas.
Muscle things are tough, man.
He went overseas though. You didn't hear about that?
I went up to the grocery store too. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, but he's
overseas, man. What, to China to get the next round of COVID or what?
Bro, come on, bro.
I'm just asking. What did he do?
You know, they gave him some of that good stuff, man.
The same stuff that
the good
Paul George got?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how Luka comes back. I mean, they're saying he was supposed to be out for at least I think 2 rounds or something. They're saying he's gonna come back in this round. He could play the first game. I think it was like a hamstring. I think it was like something.
Even if they win the first round somehow, they get OKC in the next round. At the end of the day, I will repeat it again. There's 3.
It's inevitable that no matter what happens, you're saying that it'll only be OKC. All roads lead down to OKC and the Spurs.
And Denver. I'm not counting out Denver. Joker is still the best player in the NBA.
Is he a good Joker?
He's a great Joker. Joker is entering LeBron James, Michael Jordan stratosphere of people being worn out by him winning MVPs and giving it to other people.
I mean,
Shea had a great season, but Joker's season, rebounds, assists, and he could score more if he wanted to. It's not like he couldn't score 35. If he wanted to score 35, he damn well could score 35 a game. We all know that.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't jump, and yet he gets 13 rebounds a game. He throws the craziest ass passes I've ever seen.
It's just, I mean, if there was any year for me to think that he wouldn't win it, and it'd be understandable, it'd be this year though.
No, I'm not saying Shea had a great year, but I'm just saying he's still to me just the best player in the NBA. Shea's numbers are epically efficient. He had the most efficient mid-range year, and he passed Jordan for the most efficient mid-range. I think it was 55.8%.
Yeah. And just imagine,
so
imagine if Shea and Wemby actually played the whole game like all these other guys.
Yeah. Well, especially Wemby. Wemby they have him on.
Yeah, I think you forget that the first half of the season when OKC was on pace to break the Warriors record, Shea wasn't playing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
He wasn't playing in the fourth quarter for half the season.
I still think Oklahoma City comes out of the West.
Oh, you don't think the Spurs can do it?
I think the Spurs letting Denver get the 3 seed. Even if they beat Denver, I think they could be really worn out going into the Western Conference Finals against OKC.
So you don't.
I think the only chance they have is that if they win in 6, and I just don't see anybody. I don't see anybody in the second round for OKC giving them much of a battle.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I think I feel like. Yeah. I mean, if it's whoever comes out of the West is winning it all. I think that's pretty obvious. I don't think anybody in the East is a threat to any of those the top 5 teams in the West. Besides, I think Houston is fraud. They're just frauds. The Rockets are the frauds, man. They're frauds. The Rockets wouldn't make it out the East. That's a fact.
So, I've got it brought up here. ESPN's breakdown of the playoffs. The East first round. And they're predicting who's going to win certain matchups.
Yeah.
So they've got Detroit versus Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
They've got Pistons in 6, so they're giving Charlotte a bit of credit. Boston versus Philly. They got Celtics in 5, which I agree. I don't think Philly's going far. Knicks, Atlanta Hawks. I think that's a really good matchup. The Hawks are playing so well.
Yeah, the Hawks are playing good.
That would not shock me.
Just the Kuminga trade, man.
No, it's Jalen Johnson, and they're starting to.
Jonathan
And
Kuminga.
they're gonna have a high pick because of that trade with the Pelicans. Like they're gonna add another piece to that.
Yeah,
roster.
but they don't have. Do they have their pick?
What's that?
They don't even have their pick, right?
Yeah, but their pick is going to the Spurs as a pick swap, but they have the Pelicans' unprotected first round pick that could be a top 4 pick.
Damn.
That's all you need.
I know you probably hate the Warriors right now for beating the Clippers.
I do.
Because
I don't care.
because OKC now has a chance. They can literally get and win the lottery right now.
Yes, as long as they don't win the lottery and that pick is like number 15, I don't care. It'll suck if they get top. If it's 15, I'm not worried.
Nah, if it's top 10 though.
I don't think they're top 10. I think it'd be around 15 or 16. If it's not top 4, it's not as big of a deal. Because if it's top 4 and they get somebody, Wilson out of North Carolina, another big man, because they could use as another big man.
Yeah, they put another big man. They got.
Well, they actually have a 6'11" guy that they drafted last year that I was high on in the draft that got hurt. That I think is going to be a good player for him down the road.
Man, because they just get
Oklahoma City set.
I think they're just going to start drafting a bunch of bigs just to throw at Wemby now.
Yeah, 100%.
I think a lot of teams will. A lot of teams are going to bulk up on centers just for Wemby.
I think the Spurs need to draft another.
Yeah,
that's what they need is another 6'10" guy to put alongside him to
Wemby,
help him out.
Wemby's way of changing the game is by there's gonna be a boom of centers that's gonna happen pretty soon.
James Wiseman, the return of James Wiseman.
He was supposed to be the first one. He was supposed to be the center.
So let's continue on here. They got the Knicks winning in 7, which I agree with. It wouldn't shock me if Atlanta won, but they shouldn't. It wouldn't shock me. I think Cleveland smacks Toronto around. They got Toronto in 5. Eastern semis, they got Pistons in 7 over the Cavs. I agree that could go either way. Celtics in 6 over the Knicks, which is about right.
Yeah.
Eastern finals, they got Celtics in 6 over the Pistons. And again, if I still will say right now,
yeah,
Boston has the best 1-2 punch in the NBA.
They do.
I know
they got They have 2 premier All-Stars.
Yes.
Premier.
Like,
2 premier.
Not like a great Joker and a really good Jamal Murray.
They have 2 All-Stars that start in the All-Star game.
Yes. To me, there's nobody on OKC is near Jaylen Brown.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Wait, you said what?
That's really good.
Wait, you said what?
Nobody on OKC is a number 2 player.
Oh, I thought you said nobody on OKC.
Because I'm saying Jason Tatum's the number 1 when he's healthy. I'm saying Jaylen Brown's I'm just assuming Jaylen Brown's a assumed number 2 technically, and you can flip flop them. But nobody on OKC is close to the number 2 of the Celtics, and the same with the Spurs. Even though I like De'Aaron Fox,
he's not Jaylen Brown.
Yes. Now I think the best chance for the Spurs.
But I wanted
the Spurs are 2 years away from. I think Stephon Castle could be that type of player in a couple of years. He is trending that way, but he's still not there.
Because De'Aaron Fox was good enough to take a team to the playoffs, but he didn't do anything after that.
Yes, but De'Aaron Fox, Jamal Murray, are all that saying they're really good second options. Don't get me wrong, but nobody has. I'm trying to go through all the teams. Nobody really has that type of number 2 player like back in the day when you had LeBron and Dwayne Wade.
If he was healthy and he didn't get injured, Curry and Jimmy, man.
Curry and Jimmy.
Curry and Jimmy's not a bad one too. If he didn't get hurt.
Jimmy was towards the end. I don't know if Jimmy was still fully Jimmy, but that's similar, right? Like if you go through the teams, Detroit's problem is after when it comes to being like a dominant player, um,
You just
after
don't. You
Jake
don't. Yeah,
Cunningham, they don't have that guy.
you don't have that guy.
Who's probably the closest player, and he's still not it. The closest might be the Knicks, but you never know what you're going to get with Cat. You just don't.
It's not even what you're gonna get with Cat. It's what are they gonna? What is the team gonna give Cat? Because they don't even give Karl-Anthony Towns the ball at all. The reason the Knicks are gonna lose is because they just heavily rely on Brunson scoring. They have so many scorers.
Nobody else has that 1-2 punch just going through everybody.
They have OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, man.
Really solid players. Like that is a nice roster.
But they don't ever use them. They don't use them like other teams would. You know, it's just like Brunson just overly ball. The reason why they're never gonna win is because they don't play winning basketball. They don't play championship.
So, you know who would make the Knicks better if they could have had him instead? A guy like Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is such an underrated player.
Man, the fact that the Trailblazers, bro. Look at him doing as much as Dame.
Yeah. Hopefully Dame doesn't come mess up the chemistry by being a ball hog in next year and mess up Denny all the scoring. That dude's turning into a nice little Euro bucket.
Yeah. I don't think he might. I don't think he will.
So ESPN has the Spurs beating OKC in 6 in the Western Conference Finals.
Damn. In 6?
That's a far cry from the beginning of the year when they all talked noise about the Spurs being 2 years away. And I thought, I'm still a little hesitant. I want to see what the Spurs do in the playoffs when it's crunch time.
It's time.
It is a different thing.
It's time. I think we're gonna. I think I'm not even talking about the Spurs. I think we're about to see a different Wemby. Oh, I can't wait.
That's gonna be the key.
I can't wait for playoff Wemby, man. Playoff Wemby about to be different. Nah, he's ready. Playoff Wemby about to be insane. Playoff Wemby, he's gonna get released with no restrictions. You know they've been restricting him and how he's playing this whole season, right?
No, I know.
He's only been playing at like a cool 77% maybe.
So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So let's get on to the NFL.
NFL!
So next week,
on
we
XYZ.
make sure we do our podcast. We can't miss out. I'm still doing my data points on the draft.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I thought we'd play a little Pro Football Network mock draft.
Okay.
For the Steelers. So I've already got it set up. I'm about to.
You gonna share the screen?
About to share the screen.
Share that screen.
All right. So I already got it entered. I'm about to hit go.
Let's see it.
All right.
All right.
So here we go. I got it going at a regular pace. We got Mendoza off the board. Carnell Tate off the board. We got We got the 21st pick. The fun thing with this mock draft.
Caleb Downs is going to
trades. Sonny Styles is off.
Jeremiah Love to the Jets.
I think that's a little low, but we'll see.
For real.
All right, so here we are. I'm going to hide this here for a second. So we have a couple offensive tackles that are still on the board. A really high offensive tackle. The number 1 guard. A wide receiver. So the question is, let's look at the trade offers. Let's see what we got. I don't want to go back to 39. So we could trade 2 picks with the Eagles if we wanted. I know why the Eagles want this pick. Because if we trade it, they're going to take Spencer Vano, who is going to be a stud offensive tackle.
I think we need to get that old tackle.
So we know the guy that we took a couple years ago is flopping. I know we could use a guard, but I feel like if we draft a tackle, we can find a guard later on.
A tackle's more important.
100%. I'm tempted to trade, but I want Fano. If he were to fall somehow this far, I got to take him.
I would too.
I got to take him. We'll look for a. I know we're not taking a quarterback, right? We want to build the roster and have it ready
for a quarterback to come into.
Ty Simpson. Is Ty Simpson going to fall? Nope. Is he there? He's there. He's there. He's gone. Who took him? The Jets.
The Jets took Ty Simpson. Can we propose a trade for him?
All right, so here's where we're sitting right now. All right. So, this is a guy out of Texas Tech. The one thing that I think we need.
He is a good D tackle. I remember watching him.
He's a nose guard. He's a 320-pound nose guard.
Yeah.
So one of the downsides that they talk about him is that he's about to be 24.
He is? Damn. 24?
Yeah, he's one of those like the last of the COVID year guys.
Man. 24 is crazy.
So if you look at who we have, there's an edge we could look at. I don't know about another wide receiver. I think we're filling the wide receiver in free agency. There's another corner, but I think this guy's a little undersized. I would like to see Pittsburgh go with a guy like Lee Hunter to get. We can move Keanu Benton from nose guard out. We've got to know that we're eventually going to have to replace some of our D line as they age.
Old. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Hunter.
Yeah, take Hunter.
That lets us move Benton out to D end to replace Cam Hayward as he gets ready to retire in the next year or two.
Is he ever gonna retire?
Not if he keeps playing the way he is. He'll keep playing forever, man.
We have 2/3, right?
I think we have 3. We might have 3. Or maybe it's 2. All right. So now, we already took a D tackle.
Jacoby Lane's tough.
Yeah, he is. I feel like getting him late in the 3rd round right here is not a bad pick.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Ooh. Wait, let me see. Emmett Johnson's still there?
But we have another pick at 85.
Yeah. Get the
and 99. So we have 2 more picks coming up.
Get Jacoby Lane, yeah.
So let's see see if Emmett makes it up. He just went off the board.
Damn.
Well, now in hindsight, I almost wish I'd have waited and taken Caleb Banks if I'd have known he'd dropped this far. And we could have taken somebody earlier. That's always the tough part.
We could take him now.
No, but we already took a nose guard. We don't need 2 D tackles that are the same kind of guy.
Yeah.
We play at 3-4. We already took a wide receiver. Man. We may have
messed up a little bit. Yeah, because Zakarian Branch is tough, too. He would have been a good receiver for us. He's tough.
Yeah, he's more of a speed guy.
He's tough. Damn.
Sarrett's nice, too.
I don't know what that is. Keep it book.
So I say, let me see the trade offer I have here. I'm not going to accept anybody's trade. Nothing's good.
Nothing's worth trading for, man. Jake from State Farm.
Who's his comp?
What does it say?
Athletically, he's similar to like Chad Muma, Luke Kuechly. But that's just athletically when his combine numbers. Man.
Where's Robert Henry Jr.? Where is he? We could take a corner.
or safety if we had any. Let's see if there's any offensive guards where they're rated.
Nah. There's not. Round 5.
What's that?
It said round 5. Yeah, bro, nah. Bro.
I just don't know if I want to take another wide receiver.
Nah, don't take another receiver. Getting too many receivers, no quarterback is crazy.
See, I don't like these safeties that are six years, man. I think I may have.
Let's take that. We could take an edge. He's not that. We already have tight ends.
Yeah, but he's way down the list right here.
Yeah, maybe you get. Maybe take a chance on Washington's cornerback.
There we go.
Let's take a chance on him. You got one more, right?
In the 3rd round. We're doing the whole 7-round draft, so we'll see what pops up.
Shit. Don't we have the most picks?
This guy's too big. He's not it. I could use an edge. Let's see what it says about the centers. Can he play guard? Oh, he's a guard.
Yeah, he's a guard. It's not a bad pick.
I just think this other guard is. Let's look at all the guards. I know this guy's 106, but I think he might be a. So we're either going to take this brawler out of Boise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we could take a chance.
This guy or this guy? Which one do you want?
Go back real quick.
Did that good?
Yeah. Add the other one.
The other guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played. I think he started every game at Oklahoma over the last 2 years.
Yeah. Let's take a chance on the kid.
All right. So now what do we got coming up? We don't have another pick till. Oof.
For a minute. Is Robert Henry on the board?
Let's see.
I saw him on the top. He's at the top, like 3, right? Or 3rd or 4th.
There he is. Yeah, 182. So we're at 121.
Why not take a chance on the kid?
Do we take a shot at a 120? We're in the 4th round. Do we take a shot at a quarterback?
Yeah, let's do Drew Aller.
Drew Aller or Garrett Nussmeier? Aller we could take later. 100% we could take him at like.
I think if we're going to take a chance on any of these quarterbacks, I'm taking it on Drew Aller, man.
Why? Because he got a big arm?
Yeah.
So we're gonna wait then. If we're gonna take him, we don't need him at 121.
Why don't we just get both of them? You wanted Nussmeier?
No, let's pass on him. He's only 6'1", 200. I don't want to waste 2 picks on a quarterback.
Weren't you the one that's saying we should just draft quarterbacks?
Not 2. Well, I did, but
like what?
Flip-flop. Now I flip-flop.
Let's do it, man.
I want to take a safety. You need a safety.
Oh, Michael Taffy?
Who?
Right here, yeah. He's tough. Then he fell.
I like Indiana's defense, so.
Yeah. I think he's been starting at UT for like 3 years, though. Or maybe it was all 4 years.
I want to take a safety. I like what Indiana did.
Shit.
Let's see who's left as we come down the board. At 135.
We could still get Garrett, man. I just don't know.
So we've already taken an offensive tackle, D tackle, receiver, corner, safety, guard.
It wouldn't be a bad time to take a quarterback, bro. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
I mean, then we'd be. Are you saying we're going to be? But we're not going to keep two. We're not keeping two. We already took one last year.
We don't even have. We have one right now.
We have two on the roster right now. So we're not going to take. The Steelers wouldn't keep two. So do we take Garrett Nussmeier now, or do we wait till like 161 and try to get?
Well, if Drew Aller's in like the sixth, if Drew Aller's in the 6th or 7th round, what would be the big deal?
We take him now, or try to see if we can get him at 161 and take somebody else right now.
I think he's gonna be gone.
Try to take a linebacker.
Sure. Well, I think he's gonna be gone, but
You think Drew Aller will be gone?
no, I think Nussmeier will be gone, right?
Oh, Nussmeier, I'll let you have Drew Aller with pick 161. I don't think he'll go that early. I think he's available.
All right.
So we could take a. I don't think we need to take a running back. I don't think there's much else going on at running back. We could also take another guard in case the other guy we took doesn't work out, and draft two and see who works out.
Yeah.
This guy, Iowa's always got good guards. You could have a couple of young guys try to battle it out.
What'll be the point when we have no quarterback? What'll be the point? Yeah, take let me see, go back out. Take
for guard or any position.
Any position. Take. Oh, Malachi Fields is tough. Nah, Seth. Nah, get out of there. Not a running back. Not right now.
Harold Perkins.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's nice. He had 4 sacks, 3 interceptions, 56 tackles, 8 tackles for a loss.
Yeah, I like him. I remember him coming out of high school. Let's take him.
Let's do it.
All right, let's see what we got coming down the pike at 161. Let's see if there's a quarterback still available. What happens with Drew Aller?
Down. We're gonna have to draft Carson Beck.
Jake Klubnik.
We're gonna have to draft Carson Beck, bro. There we go.
We're there, man. Drew Aller still sitting there, like I said.
Get him.
At 161.
Let's get him.
You know what? You know what I like to. You know what they say, right? Trust the process. So we have a couple more. Oh, we still have a couple more late picks. All right. Now we can start reaching.
Who's on there? Is Robert Henry still there? He's
off the board, man.
Bro, we let him go, or bro, come on. We were supposed to draft Robert Henry, bro.
Blew it.
I wanted to see Robert Henry in the black and yellow.
Let's see. So what do we have sitting here? All right. Now it's just time to start taking reaches this late in the game.
Fuck, I don't even. Oh, Lewis. No, I don't even know who that is.
No.
I ain't go on. I don't know who these guys are.
I don't even know any of the comps. Sometimes I look at their athletic comps to see what they're similar to. That can give you an idea. Like whenever you see
Marshawn Lattimore,
Desmond Trufant. Let me see what it says about him as a late game flyer here. No, he only runs a 4 or 5 for a low round pick. I'd want somebody a little quicker than that. So we've already taken. I'd still like to find another guard to battle out at just in case.
Yeah. So let's take that chance. Let's do it. Let's do it.
See if we find somebody. I'm not seeing anybody that jumps out at me, man.
I mean, you're not gonna see that much jumping out at you, you know.
No, not this late in the game, are we?
It's
He
just
wants depth. I need somebody that says good depth at offensive guard. He didn't even have a bio.
yeah, I think we're. Oh, no!
I hate that.
No.
We lost it. I lost it. I actually hit the wrong button.
Wait, you can't go back?
Nah. Once it's gone, it's gone. I've done that before accidentally. Clicked the wrong way. We'll do it again next week.
No. What? It's just.
I blew it. Way to go. Way to go, Unc. Technology, man.
It happens, man.
It happens. But we got our quarterback.
What the
Got our third string quarterback. And his name's not Ty Simpson.
So, please rank where we were at with this draft, man. You know what I'm saying? We spent some good time doing this draft, so please,
We weren't finding anybody.
if you watch this, please, you know what I'm saying? Please rate us down below in the comments when we post this on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We much appreciate that. So we can.
Don't rank my tech savviness. Don't do that.
Yeah. But hey, shoot. I think we're pretty much good now.
We blew it.
I think.
You notice how I said we when I did it.
I think we're pretty much good now, man, right? Well, all right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Come back to another episode of XYZ, man.
What are we going to do, man? What are we going to do?
With your boy J4real and OGG on XYZ, man. All right, man.